The new Director General of the BBC, Matt Britton, has described the traditional licence fee model as being a busted flush and no longer fit for purpose. Well, hallelujah, that's been the case for the last 30 years, but at least he's finally caught up. But don't imagine this is some kind of road to Damascus moment. We can and should be doing as much as possible on enforcing licence fee collection under the current model, he said. I haven't bought a TV licence in years now, but apparently it's 180 quid a year. So if Matt's got no problem with coercion and bullying required to collect the licence fee, why the sudden shift? Simply this: fully 20% of households don't pay the telly tax anymore, and there's not very much they can do about it. There are any number of YouTube channels where people tell TV enforcement goons to foxtrot Oscar, and there's nothing they can easily do about it. Matt didn't specify what he wanted to replace it, but standing on his own 2 feet and selling services in the market like every other broadcaster or media company has to, seems to be beyond the pale. The BBC chairman Samir Shah showed no such reticence. Shah suggested the government should reconsider a compulsory household levy. If 100% of homes paid through a mandatory levy, the current fee could be reduced, he said. Great idea, Sammy. Let's extend the protection racket. The idea would be to collect via utility bills or a broadband tax. Perhaps when you're 160 grand a year like Sammy is, you could stand high utility bills, but the rest of us are not awfully keen. No, I really don't want to be forced to pay for people like Jimmy Savile, or Gary Glitter, or Hugh Edwards, or Jonathan King, or Rolf Harris, or Stuart Hall, or Chris Denning, or Peter Rowell, or Tony and Julia Wadsworth, or many, many others. No thanks. Is it a coincidence they employ quite so many, I have to say, PDF files? Or is there a clue of some sort, something staring us in the face as we walk into the building? The truth is, it's not just a licence fee model which is out of date, it's the very concept of the BBC as a state broadcaster. Increasingly, we don't want their garbage, we don't want their corrupt news propaganda, we don't want their covert programming, we don't want their DEI storylines crammed into every drama, and frankly, their COVID messaging in soap operas was something which would have embarrassed Pravda. If the BBC is producing worthwhile programming, they can go to a subscription model. If they're not, they should cease to exist. That's it. There are hundreds of TV channels and literally millions of YouTube channels, and many are producing better shows than the BBC ever did. And isn't this the truth? They know they can't sell their slop, so they need us to be forced to pay for it. Can you think of any other business in the UK where this would be tolerable? For a long time now, the BBC has been a national joke, but the joke's not funny anymore. We aren't forced to pay for Netflix or YouTube or Amazon Prime or half a dozen other streaming services, and we shouldn't be forced to pay for this. If you like this, you are the resistance, so please like, recommend and subscribe to the channel.